A newly released trailer for Coronation Street teases a turbulent and shocking month ahead, with the Platt family at the heart of the chaos. David Platt, Jack P. Shepherd, finds himself drowning in guilt as his son Max Turner, Patty Bever, faces the terrifying prospect of a lengthy prison sentence, a consequence of a desperate plan gone horribly wrong. Max had set fire to the family home, believing they could claim insurance money to repay the dangerous gangster Harvey Gaskell, Will Meller, whose threats had been escalating. But instead of solving their financial woes, the arson attempt backfired disastrously, leaving Max on the verge of losing his freedom and David more vulnerable than ever to Harvey's menacing grip. As Harvey's threats intensify, David is backed into a corner with no clear way out. With his family in danger and guilt weighing heavily on his shoulders, he makes an unthinkable decision, one that could cost him everything. In a moment of sheer desperation, David hires a hitman to take him out, believing that his death will not only atone for his mistakes, but also put an end to Harvey's relentless torment. Shauna Platt, Julia Golding, begins to sense that something is seriously wrong with her husband. His behavior becomes increasingly erratic, and she grows deeply suspicious of his actions. However, nothing can prepare her for what she is about to witness. While driving through the street, Shauna's heart nearly stops when she sees David standing motionless in the middle of the road. He isn't moving, just standing there, as if waiting for something inevitable. Her confusion quickly turns to horror when, in the blink of an eye, a speeding car barrels towards him. Before she can react, the vehicle slams into David, throwing him violently to the ground. But the tragedy doesn't end there. Unbeknownst to David, he is not the only one caught in the path of destruction. Pregnant Daisy Midgley, Charlotte Jordan, who was crossing the road at the same time, is also struck in the chaos. Speaking about the shocking moment, Julia Golding hinted at the horror Shauna experiences as she watches the tragedy unfold. "It's odd because David has been acting really shifty," she explained. She's quite suspicious, and then, as she's driving down the street, she sees him just standing in the road. He's not moving, not crossing, just standing there. Daisy, unfortunately, is collateral damage in it all. Describing the devastating moment, she continued, "So Shauna stops the car, gets out, and she's thinking, what is he doing? And then bam, the car hits him. The impact is brutal. As Shauna rushes to David's side, panic sets in. Is he still breathing? Has his desperate attempt to escape his troubles cost him his life? And what about Daisy? Will her unborn child survive the horrific accident?" While David and Daisy fight for their lives, another shocking twist shakes the cobbles. After years of uncertainty surrounding his fate, Rob Donovan, Mark Bayless, makes an electrifying return to Weatherfield. Rob, last seen disappearing following a violent confrontation with his sister Carla Connor, Allison King, left a trail of unanswered questions in his wake. After their tense showdown, which culminated in Carla pushing him down the stairs, she was left in turmoil. Did she accidentally kill him, or is he alive and waiting to exact revenge? 4 years. Carla has lived with the crippling fear of not knowing. But now, her worst nightmare is about to become a reality. Rob is not only alive, he is out for blood. As the long-lost Donovan sibling steps back onto the cobbles, it becomes clear that his recovery from surgery has not gone well. Yet despite his injuries, he is more dangerous than ever. Fueled by anger and bitterness, Rob wastes no time in dragging both Carla and her girlfriend, DS Lisa Swain, Vicky Myers, into an armed siege that quickly spirals out of control. As tensions reach boiling point, armed police descend upon the scene. Inside, Carla and Lisa desperately plead with Rob to let them help him, but their words fall on deaf ears. In a split second, the situation takes a terrifying turn as a gunshot rings out, sending shockwaves through the street. The question now is, who has been hit? Has Rob fired on Carla or Lisa in an act of revenge? Or could he himself be the one left bleeding on the floor as the police move in to neutralize the threat? As the dust settles, the fallout from these shocking events will send ripples through Coronation Street. with David and Daisy fighting for survival, Carla facing her most dangerous enemy yet, and a gunshot that could change everything. The stakes have never been higher. Will David survive the brutal hit and run? Or has his desperate attempt to escape Harvey's grip sealed his fate? Will Daisy and her unborn baby make it through the devastating accident unscathed? And as the siege reaches its deadly climax, who will be left standing when the smoke clears?